Parents strongly caution the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
All right, happy Tuesday night, and we are back with Alyxx. How are you doing, ma'am?
Hold on 1 second. I lost you.
Oh, you're good.
There we go. Sorry.
Got it. All right.
I accidentally muted it. My bad.
Oh, you're good. You're good. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
We are fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
That intro was awesome.
Thank you. Appreciate it. We work our asses off. Oh, there goes Rock Queen. She'll be back. She's probably lost service. And we've been having so many storms down here in the south, and we're all located down the south. That it's like losing everything. It's kind of like Welcome to Rockville. We got kicked out 3 days in a row.
Sorry, I lost you again.
Oh, you good?
I don't know why. After every intro, my audio cuts out every time.
You too? Yeah, that just happened to me.
Yeah. It happened to Alyxx. All right.
We good?
I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right. So since Kaylin's been MIA for a little bit, I'm gonna let her go first.
So, okay, everybody has their pre-stage rituals. What is yours? Coffee, energy drink, or whiskey?
None.
I'm
weird. I just drink a shit ton of water before. Yeah.
You know, some people they have to have that liquid courage, or so it's always interesting to hear people that don't have to do that.
Yeah. I'm very fortunate. I spent most of my life performing, so like that's my comfort zone, being on stage. So I'm like, I just need some water, and I get excited, and then I just run up on stage.
Okay.
Awesome.
I would puke. And I've been performing for a long time, and I'm not even a vocalist. I'm just the damn bassist. Nobody gives a shit about the bass player, but I would still puke. I did that shit all the way up till I was like 30 before I finally stopped. I don't know how y'all are able to just like do it. Like I can't.
I don't know. I just get excited like before, especially like a festival or like a big show. Before I go on, I just like literally just jump up and down. I'm just like, I'm ready to go. I don't know. It's just like my comfort place.
That's because women are more badasses than we are. We're big babies, really, honestly and truly. We're big babies. And every female artist I've ever worked with in my life has been able to just like walk up there like a goddamn boss while the rest of us are like terrified. And she's like, oh, cool. All right, CB, you're up.
So you have a lot of exciting events coming up. Do you want to talk about some of that you have coming up?
I think she lost
Sorry,
audio.
it cut out again. I'm so sorry.
No,
Okay.
you're good. Go ahead, CB.
So you have a lot of exciting things coming up. Do you want to talk about a little bit of that?
Yeah. So I'm about to go on tour with Living Dead Girl. We're starting in Vegas and then going to LA, then Arizona, Texas. But before then, I'm playing a headlining show in Cleveland at the Foundry. And then closing the tour, I'm playing a show in Tulsa at the Shrine, which I'm really excited for. And then I am playing Upheaval Festival in July and Incarceration Campground the next day.
Busy.
I manage the band Ashes to Omens, and they're on one of the Living Dead Girls shows in Georgia coming up. So that's pretty cool.
That is awesome. So you're with Satellite Touring then?
Yes, I just joined with them recently.
Okay, I figure. We're friends with Keith over there at Satellite, who's the lead
Nice.
singer of the Convalescent. So he's been on the show a couple of times, and he's a good friend of ours.
That's awesome.
All right, fantastic. So, at what age did you get into playing music, and most importantly, was there like a band that really like pulled you in that made you like really want to do specifically metal and hard rock?
So I actually started doing theater. So I did theater for most of my life. And it wasn't until like honestly 8 years ago that I realized that I want to be in a rock band. You know, I grew up listening to Evanescence and Linkin Park and Korn and Breaking Benjamin, 3 Days Grace. All those bands were just so heavily influenced. So I did theater, but I listened to like metal and rock music. So
Okay.
that was like my kind of like intro into everything. And yeah, I did theater for so long. It was like I trained my whole life for this. Like I just felt like that was the path I was supposed to go down. But there was always something kind of missing. And I think it was just doing my own music. So I kind of said, you know, fuck theater, I'm done. Let's just try this music thing and see how it goes. And I'd always been writing music in the meantime and was recording and things like that. But yeah, in like 2017, I was just like, let's just go for it because I'm not getting any younger. So
This is true. This is true. Some of us are still chasing it. Like I'm still trying to play, and I'm damn near mid-40s.
yeah, just got to keep going.
Well, it's never too late. Like I hear people all the time of musicians, and they're like, it's never going to happen. I'm just going to quit. I'm going to sell all my stuff. I'm getting too old. And I'm like, how old are you? And they're like, oh, I'm 25, 26. I'm like,
Oh my
bro.
God. They're babies.
Bro, do you realize how long it takes to like make it big? Like it could take a really long time.
Yeah.
And since the internet and the creation of the internet, it's made it even that much more competitive because
yeah.
everybody kind of has a level playing field. Everybody has the same tools at their hands, and it just depends on how you use those tools and how far you're willing to go to do what you want to do.
Oh yeah, and how willing you're allowed. Like, there's just so much social media. There's like TikTok. There's
Mhm.
Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube,
Mhm.
and just having to like post on all of those platforms, but they all require different things. You know, like TikTok has a certain algorithm that like features more like almost like FaceTiming kind of videos versus like the professional stuff, which you put like on Instagram and like YouTube and then it's just like having to do all of that all the time gets exhausting. So I understand why people like tap out and burn out, but it's always that moment when you're about to give up. That's the point you have to just push through because that's usually when things kind of start to
Mhm.
go in a better direction.
Correct.
Absolutely.
Correct. All right, Kaylin, you're up.
So I want to know, what is your guilty TV show or movie?
Ooh, guilty TV show. What have I been watching? Trying to think. Wasn't really like guilty, but like I watch a lot of like this true crime, like Who Did I Marry, or like I was just watching something about like my evil ex. And I say like guilty pleasure just because like I could just binge watch those entire like seasons.
I started my Crazy Ex or whatever. I just started that.
Yeah, that's what I did yesterday. I
Uh-huh.
was like so engaged. I ended up watching 3 episodes, and I was like, "Oh shit, I should go to bed."
If I had to do that, I'd end up having PTSD. I don't even watch that shit.
That's what puts me to sleep at night.
Yeah.
Dude, that would keep me up at night.
Well, these are good because they get caught in the end. It's the ones where they don't. It's like the unsolved mysteries. I will not. That I don't want to know. I like things having a conclusion. Then I'm not paranoid.
Yeah.
No, I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely not. I stick with my nerd shit. I like Marvel stuff. I like Star Wars. I like anime. That's about as far as it goes.
What about like The Boys?
I have not watched it yet. I've heard it's really good. I've heard it's really good, but I have not watched it yet.
Yeah. That and Daredevil, the new season of Born Again, that's on Disney Plus.
Now, I did watch the first season of Dare, or the first rendition of it, but I have not seen Born Again, but I heard it is really good.
I was so nervous because I was like, Disney is going to fuck this up somehow, but it was actually good. I was very surprised.
Okay.
Disney's stepping its game up, ain't they?
I know. I think they're tired of everyone yelling at them.
They are. That's like one of the only things I pay for YouTube TV and I pay for Disney Plus. That's the only 2 things that I even have, and that's it. Because that's all that really matters.
I know there's so many. You end up doing like the trials, and then it's like 4 months later, and you're like, "Why am I paying for this? I'm not even watching this." Like, Peacock. I don't watch anything on Peacock. I don't even know why I have it.
We don't either. I don't even know what the point is. All right, CB, you're up, brother.
So, what in the music industry is a pet peeve of yours?
Sorry, I don't know why. Whenever you go on, it like cuts out for a second. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're good. What is a pet peeve of yours in the music industry?
I'm so sorry. I can't hear you.
He said, "What is a pet peeve of yours in the music industry?"
Technology hates me. Okay, I'm so sorry. What did you ask?
Try again, CB.
Okay. So what is
Yes.
You got me?
Yes.
Okay. So what is a pet peeve of yours in the music industry?
Ooh. A pet peeve of mine. I think maybe everything sounding the same.
Yeah.
I know it's so easy to fall into that because you want to like jump on the bandwagon of like what the right sound is, but I think sometimes people get so caught up in trying to emulate another band, but they end up just sounding like that other band instead of like realizing that their own personal, musicianship and their ideas can make it sound like that band, but just have a whole new idea, and it just could be so much, more original. That sounds right.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that. I'm very glad you brought that up because that actually was going to lead into my next question. Is there a specific band or genre that you listen to before you start to record? Like for me, I can't listen to metal at all. I cannot. So like I usually listen to like Post Malone. Post Malone's like my go-to to listen to because if I do listen to other metal bands, I have a tendency to start to write like that band, and I don't want to sound like anybody else. I want to sound like me.
Exactly. Yeah. When I'm recording stuff or I'm writing, I'm not listening to metal rock. I will listen to honestly Ariana Grande. I'll listen to a lot of the Midnight, something like so far the other way, so I don't get influenced. Because also, I play piano, and I was also heavily influenced by Amy Lee. So I'm always terrified that I'm going to end up subconsciously writing something that sounds like Evanescence. And I can have it's okay if there's influences and you're like, oh, I can kind of resembles that because there's the soft piano parts going on. But yeah, I honestly haven't listened to some of the new stuff just because I know I don't want to end up accidentally sounding like an Evanescence song. But
Right. I always love asking that because it's just some people are like, oh yeah, I listen to nothing but straight metal, and then I go in there and write my shit, and it's like, but do you not have a tendency to start to write like the same bands that you listen to? Because it's like the stuff I write, once I write it, it doesn't sound like any of the bands that I would typically listen to. And there's a whole reason behind that because I know damn well if I did, it would sound like that.
And plus, it's
And-
cool because then you can have like an influence from like one of the other bands, or like any like rap or hip hop or something else that's not normally in metal, but you have that like reference, so you're incorporating it, and therefore you're already making it something brand new.
Correct. See, like me, it's like I said, it's Post Malone, or if it goes to rap, I love Tech Nine. Love Tech Nine, and I'll
Nice.
listen to the shit out of Tech Nine. But I won't listen to metal at all. At all. Because I know what's gonna happen. All right, Kaylin, you're up.
Going. So if you had to survive a zombie apocalypse with one band, who are you choosing?
If I have to survive, it was on Slaughter to Prevail.
Fuck yes!
Oh,
Yeah!
I mean, Alex would kill everybody. It'd be great.
That's a
I
good
would
one.
feel safe.
He would
Love
just
that.
murder everybody. You know,
Like manhandling, just ripping everyone
Fucking
apart.
love that. That's one
wrestling
of my
bears and stuff. Yeah.
that's a bad motherfucker. I don't give a damn. I don't care. He's a badass.
Yeah, no, it's
That,
cool.
that was a good question. That was a good answer.
That
Yeah,
was a good question.
that was very smart. Very smart. All right,
Very
CB.
strategic.
All right, so are you Star Wars, Star Trek?
You son of a
fan?
bitch.
I had to, man.
Hold on. I don't know why. I'm so sorry. Again, it went out. I don't know what's going on.
It doesn't like
It's just getting
CB.
It's CB. It's his fault.
It's me.
It's CB.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I couldn't hear what your question was.
Go ahead,
Can you
CB.
hear me now? Nope, still can't hear me.
Nope, she can't hear you.
She can't hear me. All right.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. So he asked Star Wars or Star Trek.
Oh, Star Wars.
Yeah, I win again.
I have a metal poster of Darth Maul hanging above my bed and Darth Vader's lightsaber.
Okay.
That is sick. I love it. All right, we could be friends forever. I am a huge Star Wars nerd, and he loves to ask that question just to fuck with me.
Well, yeah, Star Wars is so much cooler. I have to say though, the new Star Trek movies, they're pretty good. The Star Trek series is, I don't know, not my favorite. I feel like it's kind of like a soap opera. at times.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if you could go on tour with any three bands of your choice, who would you take on tour with you?
That's hard. I've been really into Sleep Theory. I think they're awesome.
They are great. I seen them
Yeah.
at Rockville last year. I didn't know who they were. And I heard his voice and I was like,
Mm.
what the fuck is this? And I jetted out there and I was like, they were so good.
So good.
Them singing, they
So
did
Sleep Theory,
CPR.
Evanescence, and 3 Days Grace.
That's good. Sleep
Okay.
Theory performed at CPR Fest
Goal one day,
Saturday.
but, you know, just hopefully we'll
Yeah.
see. But
Okay. Okay. All right, Kaylin, you're up.
Let's see. What is the funniest rumor you've heard about yourself?
what was that? Sorry.
What is the funniest rumor you have heard about yourself?
Funniest rumor.
Yeah,
I don't think I've even really heard any rumors about myself.
That's good.
that's a good thing.
Yeah, I
mean,
was like, I don't think I've heard any rumors.
people come up with like the wildest stuff sometimes. So
I mean, there could be, and I just am that oblivious to it. But
I haven't heard anything. I'm just saying.
Can you
Usually
imagine
there's
you're like,
like-
speaking of which,
Usually there's like some beef somewhere, you know, and you're like, oh, well, I heard this about myself. And that is not true.
not yet.
I've actually been
Good.
listening. I've actually been listening to a lot of your stuff because we met your manager. I think he was on the show with one of his projects before, which is what led us to you. And I started listening to it, and CB was like, "You got to check out this girl, Alyxx." So I started listening to it on the way to Rockville. I was like, "Holy shit! How the fuck did I not know that this girl even fucking existed? Because this is badass."
Thank you.
So, I mean,
It
what
is
you're
really
doing is fucking amazing. And for the fact that you're already doing all this big shit, and I mean, you haven't been out really that damn long. I mean, okay, 2017, but in the music industry, 7-8 years, that's really not that long.
No, not at all. I've just been very blessed to make some really cool connections, and have just been offered some really cool opportunities. And yeah, it's funny. You talk about like giving up, or like, you know, people are giving up. you never know what's gonna happen. And there've been plenty of times where I'm like, is this really gonna be a thing? Like, is this all in my head? Like, maybe I should just stop. But then something cool happens, or like a book a festival or something. I don't know. So just like every time I have that doubt for a second, I'm like, just shut up and keep going.
Yeah. It's like, come on, I got this.
Yeah.
Knock it off. Knock your shit off.
Yeah.
All right, CB.
All right. Can you hear me? No, she still can't hear
She
me.
still can't hear you.
Okay.
You're fucked, CB. Wait, what do you want to ask?
Again,
I'm going to relay the message. So,
I'll relay the message.
Oh wait,
what
I
is the
heard you.
craziest thing that you have seen at a festival?
Craziest thing?
Oh, she can't hear me.
I was like, I don't know. This thing hates me. Honestly, probably the wall of death and incarceration.
Okay.
So I was actually side stage during that, and I looked out, and I just was from looking up, seeing everything. I was like, oh my god. So that to me was like the craziest thing, being like right there. I wasn't in it, but I was watching it.
See, for artists, they don't really get to be out there in the crowd. To see all the crazy shit, you got to be like out in the fucking crowd in the thick of it, and then it just
Sorry for the
gets.
technical difficulties. Every time one person talks, then it cuts out, and we can hear the other.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Okay, we're good. We can hear it again.
Perfect. So yeah, it was like you have to be out in the crowd to really see the crazy shit. Because most artists, they're backstage the whole time, unless they're standing on the stage. They really don't see what goes on out there in the crowd, and that crowd can get fucking intense.
Wild, yeah. I was in the crowd for Lamb of God at the Armored MMA Festival. They got wild.
Yeah, we seen Lamb of God we didn't get out in the crowd for Lamb of God during Welcome to Rockville. We did see it, but we were at a safe distance for that one. Because some of those crowds, like I've been in Lamb of God, and that is a scary fucking place to be.
I'm not gonna lie, I was like, oh shit.
I really, honestly, the worst crowd I'd ever been in up until Slaughter to Prevail the other night was Knocked Loose. And I was really actually to the point where I thought I was going to die. It was just that scary.
I didn't like the band is heavy, but their fans are insane. Like you hear all these crazy things about like things happening at their shows and like venues getting angry because the fans are going absolutely insane. I don't know the correlation between that, but it's insane. So I definitely note to self, not be in the crowd.
It was because like last year it was me, and we have another co-host, Meg, which unfortunately she couldn't be here tonight because she's actually driving back to Texas tonight from our house today. She left us this morning, but she went with me last year, and it was just me and her. So we're walking up to do Knocked Loose, and we hear people talking, which I'd heard their music. I'd been a fan, but everybody's like, you don't understand how violent Knocked Loose pits get and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, it can't be that bad. I've been in like Manson and all these other ones, and I get in there and it's like 2 seconds in, and I'm like, oh shit, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. This is so bad. So like I did have that experience for Slaughter. So Slaughter didn't scare me quite as bad, but Slaughter was worse than Knocked Loose.
Oh shit.
So much worse.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, you'd lost your shoes too. So
I did. And not on top of that, it was just crowd surfing after it was just person after person after person. And it just never stopped. And the next thing we got a wheelchair. We got a wheelchair coming through. Then we got a man in a damn giant bubble, and he's coming through. And I'm just
in
like,
a bubble?
Yes, he was like in one of those inflatable bubbles you could get inside and roll. Yeah. They're like crowd surfing that, and he's in the bubble.
Oh my god.
And I'm just like, holy shit. Like I've never seen nothing like it. And I was just like, you know what?
He was in the safest place there.
Yeah. I wish I would have been wrapped up in a bubble. Then I wouldn't have broken toes right now, and I probably would have kept my shoes. But you know, it is what it is.
Next time.
So, if you had the chance to work with any one band or producer in the industry of your choice, who would you like to work with and why?
Ooh. I mean, I would like to work with Howard Benson. I mean, he's produced most of the songs that I grew up listening to, and my favorite album is 1X from 3 Days Grace, and he produced that. And I just think that'd be really cool to work with him and to get his, insight onto, what I do. That'd be really cool. And what was the other question?
That was it.
Oh, that's it. Sorry.
Yeah, that was
I
it.
answered
You're
it.
good. You're good. All right, Miss Kaylin, you're up.
You have to perform a karaoke song right on the spot, zero prep. What song are you choosing?
Think she lost you, Kaylin.
Sorry.
You're good.
All right. Sorry. What was the question?
Can you hear me now?
Nope, not yet.
Yep, I lost you.
You
Why
might
does
have
this
to
keep
ask.
happening?
All right, so Kaylin said that if you had to do a karaoke song, no prep, right on the spot, what song would you choose?
Probably "Bring Me to Life" by Evanescence.
All right, all
I
right.
just sang it's I've sang it my whole life, so
Like I already know it. I'm already prepared. I don't.
Yeah.
It's
or
good.
even like back in the day, like growing up when friends were in bands, they'd always play that song and they'd have me get up and sing with them. So it just kind of became like a thing.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. CB, you're up.
All right, can you hear me?
Oh, she can't hear you either.
Yeah, I don't know what happens every time someone else talks. Like I can only hear you.
All right, what
I'm
about
wondering-
now?
There's something else I'm doing different. I'm trying to see if there's like a settings thing, but no.
All right. Can you hear me? No? Okay.
Nope, she can't hear you.
All right. I'll relay the message.
Well, all right,
Okay.
what do you want to?
now?
Oh,
You heard me now.
I heard you.
Yeah,
Can you still hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't hear
Perfect.
anyone
Okay.
else.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So if you had to have a weird item on your merch table, what would that item be?
Ooh, weird item. A tooth.
A
That'd be
tooth?
weird. Well, not like a real tooth, but like, just like a tooth painted black and have like my logo on it.
Okay. All
I
right.
like that.
That's pretty
Okay,
cool.
that's different.
I'd buy that.
At least you didn't go
No one's
wild
gonna
like
do
one
that.
of our bands from last season chose a fucking
Definitely
dildo.
let people know it's not real though.
I don't think she heard you.
No, that's all right.
That's
We
okay.
worked
Now
through
I
the
can't hear you.
technical bit.
What is happening? Is
I
it just
don't
me? Is it just my life that like I can only hear?
We
Wait,
will make it for this.
I don't know why it only cuts out. After one person talks, I hear nothing else.
So
What if I-
weird.
What if I do it? Hold on. If I do it through here.
All right. So while we're trying to figure out the technical difficulties, so
Do you hear an
everybody
echo now?
who's listening, if you are interested, you can go and listen to our Spotify playlist, which features over 200 bands from every single band that we have interviewed on the show. It's a great playlist. You get to hear all the hottest, newest songs from all these artists.
Good, Alex.
Do you hear an echo or anything?
Yes.
Oh, you hear it echo. I
Yes,
don't.
I
It
hear
is
it.
echoing.
There's an echo.
It
I
is
hear
fun.
an echo.
Trying to see.
Well, while we do have a minute, I wanted
So when I
to
do this,
mention
if I go through
that-
the Scarlet, I hear apparently there's an echo.
Can you hear us
Now
now?
I can't hear you at all.
Nope.
No.
How about now?
Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay, you can hear me.
can you
Can
hear
you hear
me?
me? You can
Everybody?
hear me now.
Nobody
Can you
move.
hear?
Okay,
Okay.
we're back on track.
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. All right, CB, you're up.
Okay, I just asked a question.
Oh, so it's me. Okay.
Me too.
Fantastic. Absolutely fucking fantastic. And now I already fucking forgot what the hell I was going to ask.
Yep,
But that's okay.
Distracted you.
Absolute chaos.
Absolutely. So, on tour, what is your absolute favorite place to go eat while you are on tour?
Ooh. There's a place called Sheets, and it's like in
Course.
Pennsylvania, Ohio. Yeah. That Sheetz
We
is
know
like a
about Sheetz.
Holy grail. Yep. That's my
No
shit.
Bucky's?
I've never been to Bucky's.
Really?
I
Oh.
know.
You are
This-
missing out.
I know. Hopefully this tour I do, because that would suck if I didn't.
Dude, that was like our stop every day, every morning going to Welcome to Rockville. We're going to Bucky's. We're going to Bucky's every single fucking morning. It was like the festival was at Bucky's and just migrated to the festival once Bucky's was over.
You know
I
what
need
though?
to.
There we learned a very important lesson on the last night. Never go to Bucky's when the festival is completely done.
Is
Because the
everybody
festival
there?
moves from the festival to Bucky's.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Party.
I was asleep in the back seat.
You were asleep.
I was using an oil canister as a pillow, and I was asleep.
That sounds terribly uncomfortable.
It was horrible.
He was mourning the loss of his shoes.
I was.
Oh, that's true. I forgot to have shoes. Wait, does Bucky's have shoes? You could have gotten shoes.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
You could have got like Bucky slides or something
That would have been cool.
with the beaver.
That's what I was thinking that.
I didn't think about that. I should have done that.
If you ever
Dude,
miss
I was
it,
so tired. I was in so much pain after that shit. I was like, oh
Yeah,
fuck
you need
this.
like an ice bath after that.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit.
Mm-mm.
So if you could play any festival in the entire world, which one would you choose?
Aftershock looks like a lot of fun.
Oh, Aftershock is nice.
Honestly, any of the Danny Wimmer ones, I feel like they're just so cool. And like the bands that are there, like even Welcome to Rockville, that lineup is insane. Or like
Yeah.
their Sonic Temple. But Aftershock, I think it'd be cool. It's also in California, I think.
It gets to be a very hard decision on like what bands you miss and what bands you get to see, because there's so many really great bands you want to see it live that you have to make the hard decision of which stage you want to go to.
Exactly. And then sometimes there's two places, like if it's like a big band, you want to get there early because you want to get closer to the front, but then you're
Right.
stuck there for the whole day, and then you're
Yeah.
like, shit, I need to go all the way over there to watch something else. So
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he learned a very hard lesson at Welcome to Rockville, because I've been to this year. This year was my 10th year at Welcome to Rockville. Out of 15 years, I only missed 5 years,
wow, that's impressive.
and that was it. And I'm like trying to prep him all the whole time, because it was the first time he had ever been to a live concert. It was the first time he'd been to a metal and hard rock festival,
Oh,
and I'm like, bro, it's bad. It's going to be shitty. I'm telling you, it's hard to see all the bands. You're going to have to miss some that you really want to see, but it's going to be a lot of walking, and walking very briskly to make it to every goddamn stage that you want to make it to. And he was just like, oh, it can't be that bad. I'm like, you have no idea, bro.
Yeah.
He's
But
like,
you know what, though? It was so much fun, though. I mean, it's like once you get into it and you start seeing everything that's going on, everything else just kind of goes away. And you just focus. You're like, I want to get here. I want to see these guys play.
and also it's just fun because everyone just is happy to be there. Like everyone
Yes.
is just in a good mood, want to see live music. Y'all have the same taste in music, which is always fun. But yeah, the energy is just so like intoxicating for these festivals.
Which that also, I mean, that's a huge misconception about, with metalheads, is that we're all just a bunch of angry people running around. And it's really not.
No.
Like, we're like some of the nicest people in the world.
Yeah, the nicest, the most like understanding. Like if you knock someone down in a mosh pit, you pick them back up. You
Right.
high five, you hug, you push them again.
Flip
like,
each
it's
other
just-
off, and it's all good
Yeah.
fun.
yeah, exactly. It's kind of like in the old days where if you had a disagreement, you might get into a fist fight, but then afterwards you were like best friends again. You're drinking beer and taking care of your wounds, and you went on the next day. And nowadays it's not quite like that, but in the metal community it still is.
Yeah.
In
it's
that
just
mosh
chill.
pit, you're getting so much aggression out, and there's so much emotion, but yet everybody still, for the most part, still loves everybody after it's done.
What's up,
Yeah.
guys?
She said, "Not ruining our bad reputation."
We got you, Amy. We love you. All right, so Kaylin, you are up, ma'am.
So, what would be your theme song walking into a room if you had one?
Could it be one of my own songs?
Yes,
Sure.
absolutely.
Creature of the Night.
Well,
Oh.
speaking of Creature of the Night, that was just added to Massive Media Radio. So y'all make sure y'all check that out.
Hell yeah, thank you. That's awesome.
Absolutely. All right, CB, you are up, my friend.
I'm going to ask the question, man.
Which one?
You know which one.
You motherfucker.
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
I'm gonna say no because I don't like pineapple. But also I don't think fruit should be on pizza.
Yes.
Oh no! But I like Star Wars. Does that count?
Yes, that does count. That counts more than the no pineapple.
Alright.
Yeah, we're still good. We're still good.
Cool.
It hurts me a little bit, but we're still good. It's all good. So, if you could work with another band doing vocals on a song with them, what band would you choose? And it cannot be Evanescence.
No.
I'm gonna take that away.
You're like, no. Another band. I'm trying to think of like someone I think I would sound good with singing. Dayseeker, I think would be cool.
Okay, that would be dope.
That would
I
be
feel
good.
like we could harmonize really well together.
I seen Dayseeker last year. I had no clue who the fuck they were. No clue. And I'm like looking at the bands and I'm like, I don't really know all these, but I really like hearing new music of bands that I don't know. So I went and seen Dayseeker last year and I was like, how the hell did I not? Who the hell? These dudes are fucking amazing.
They're so,
And
they're so
they
good live.
they were very, very fucking good live.
Someone has said tomatoes are fruit. You're right.
It is a fruit.
Touche.
I had a
Touche.
bad argument on my end.
That is. All right, Kaylin, you're up, ma'am.
I want to know, what is the bigger picture for Alyxx? Where do you see yourself in the next few years?
Just touring, getting to play with, more bands, just get to play in front of people. I did a lot of stuff on social media for a while and like it's not the same. Being in front of an audience and getting to have that connection with fans and people is just something that I love and I'm very excited to do on this tour, and hopefully next year, the next few years, just keep touring, seeing the world and playing more festivals and doing collaborations with other artists, and yeah.
That's awesome.
Fantastic. All right, CB, you're up.
So, what is the very first band that you saw live?
My first concert I saw, it was Less Than Jake, The Used, Snoop Dogg for some reason. It made no sense. And then, ready for this? Korn and Linkin Park.
Oh, okay. Older Linkin Park.
Yeah.
That
Oh shit.
that would have been a really cool thing to see.
This is like 2007.
Yeah. That would have been a really cool thing to see.
Yeah.
See, I never got to see Linkin Park with Chester. That was something that I always regretted because the two times I got a chance to see them, I got screwed out of it. So the very first time was Ozfest, and I can't remember how far back it was. Far back. And the person I was with, they broke their ankle. And we had to go to the hospital, and it was like literally 2 hours before Linkin Park was supposed to take stage.
I would have been like, you can suck it up for a little bit.
And then the next time I tried to buy tickets and I was in line and it sold out before I was able to get tickets.
Shit.
Now, I did get to see Linkin Park with the new singer last year at Welcome to Rockville, which it was good, but it's not the same. And I felt so bad for this girl because they opened up with, I think, Crawling, and they were like booing her. And I was like,
Serious?
yes. And she looked petrified, and I felt so fucking bad for her. I was like, this is wrong. Guys, this is so wrong. This is not right on any level. Like, it's not fair.
I think she sounds incredible, but people are comparing her to Chester, and it's like, she's not Chester. She's not coming out here saying, hi, I'm Chester. She's like, hey, I'm, Emily, and I'm singing these songs that he wrote. Yes, but, bands evolve, and they change singers all the time. I know this scenario is a little bit different, but at the same time, people are excited to see Linkin Park again, and they do have their new music, and I think people need to just chill the fuck out. Like,
Chill
Exactly.
the fuck out.
yeah.
Let her do her thing.
Damn.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, people don't know what goes behind the scenes in the music industry. Some of these bands, they sign shitty deals. And if they owe so many albums to a record label, if you don't produce, you can get sued. You can lose all your shit. So sometimes you don't have a choice. You have to replace them as much as you don't want to. You don't have a choice.
And I saw somewhere that Mike Sonoda, he actually he found her, and he was the one who brought it to her. It's not like she seeked or sought them out. They found her, and it's like everyone's getting so angry that she's singing now, but it's like the other guy in the band who originated this was like his band. He wants her to be a part of it. So if you respect him and the band, then you should respect the decision. And also, just booing someone on stage is just so, unless they're like really bad or like hammered and like slurring, that I can understand. But if someone's like performing their heart out and sounding great and you just don't like them, like, I don't know.
Well, and I mean, like a lot of people, especially fans, they don't really know exactly what it takes to get up there.
Yeah.
And they don't know all the hard work, the journey to get there, all the endless nights of trying to get yourself out there just to be on stage.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of pissed me off because, like, one year again, another Welcome to Rockville story was the year that we got hit by a tornado at the festival. And right after it was done and over and they opened the festival back up and we got back to the stages, Ministry got on. And he was so drunk that he face planted in the middle of the goddamn stage. And he was Milli Vanilli-ing that shit. And he fell and face planted, and the vocals are still going. So he was lip singing, and nobody said a damn word. No booing, no pissed off people. There was like, yeah, and I'm like, bro,
he said Milli Vanilli'd it. That was
he did. I'm like, this motherfucker straight Milli Vanilli the fucking festival. Everybody's still cheering him on like he's goddamn king of the damn festival. I'm like,
see, that you can boo.
well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, what? This man just fell out plaster drunk and like face planted on the damn thing, and y'all are still cheering him on like he just fucking was like won the damn some type of big huge award. And I'm like, really? Seriously, guys?
Priorities.
Same night, and I love the man. He's one of my favorite artists in the world. Fucking Marilyn Manson, big huge influence on me. He got on stage at Rockville so goddamn drunk that you couldn't make out a damn word he was fucking saying. And the beautiful people sound like the beautiful pizza. I'm pretty sure he was singing the beautiful pizza. And he just kept repeating it. And he didn't even
waiting for him.
It was just the chorus, and he wasn't even singing the verses at all.
I saw him once, and he was definitely hammered, and he broke a bottle, and he was like going to the audience or something, or was like touching someone. He goes, "Sorry, I have blood on you," and like I was just like, "Oh, he's hammered, but he's sober now." So
yeah. God, I hope he stays. Well, I seen him at Rockville last year, and he was amazing. And we just bought tickets to go see him and Rob Zombie in Charlotte in August. So hopefully it's going to be good. But he was fantastic last year. Awesome. All right, Kaylin, you're up.
What is one thing you absolutely have to have backstage with you, with not counting water? Something you have to have.
I'm like really, I could go on stage and have nothing, which is terrible. I like cough drops, and honestly, also my phone. Because, well, I'll tell you why. Because I have, so I use like a Behringer when I like run my backing tracks through it, and I have an app where I have a little mixer where I can adjust everything in my in-ears. So I sit there and I like make sure everything's all queued up and ready to go before I go on stage.
Okay.
Oh shit. Okay, that's fucking dope.
Yeah.
It's
cool,
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could probably show you, but I don't have any Wi-Fi. It's not connected, but it's called Mixing Station, and it's really cool. Oh, it's not gonna search for it 'cause it's not here. But because you see when people do sound checks, they'll have the tablets and they're doing all that stuff with the mixing boards. I basically have a mini version of that on my phone, and everyone in the band does too. So that we don't have to rely on the house or anybody else to change our in-ears. Because also, especially when you're playing at a festival or shows, and it's just like boom, 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 really quick, we could just like adjust something if we need.
That would help a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is fucking sick. Oh my god.
It's a new addition to the set, and it makes such a difference. Yo, dude, honestly, best decision of my life. Totally worth it. It's a little confusing at first, but it's worth it.
All right.
Awesome.
CB, you're up, my friend.
All right. So if you could give advice to anybody who is trying to get into the music scene, trying to improve their music, trying to do anything that they can to improve themselves as a band or as an individual. What would that advice be for them?
I think definitely staying true to you and not comparing yourself to other people, because the second you do that, you're just gonna spiral into being like, oh, I don't sound like them, I don't sound like this, so I can't make it. And it's like, well, yeah, good, you sound like you, and go, go with your gut and just keep pushing forward. And also just, especially for bands, like just practice a lot together. Practice like without a click track one day, practice without the backing tracks, because if you guys are locked in, like for example, last night I had practice and my computer completely died. I have to buy a new one, so that's fun. But
shit.
yeah, literally worst timing ever. So we ran the entire set without a click track and without the backing tracks, and like we were still really tight. And we were like, shit. So it's good to know that if like everything dies out on me, that we can still be okay. But you just also get so like locked in with the other members, and it just feels so like safe and controlled. But yeah, basically just keep practicing, don't give up, focus on yourself, and don't compare yourself to anyone.
Okay.
Awesome.
I love
Fantastic.
that.
So, what is the hardest truth that you've had to face in the music industry up to this point?
That money really does rule everything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously, with everything, but if you don't have the budget for the promo, the video, everything else, like it really does run. It's very hard to be a independent artist nowadays because you're competing with so many other people, and yeah, basically you need a lot of money for this, and if you don't, it just sucks.
Yeah.
Both Kaylin and myself manage bands. And one of the things that we've always said is it's all about money and it's a numbers game,
Yeah, 100%.
because numbers are everything. You can be the best band in the world, you can sound the best, but if the numbers don't back it, promoters and talent buyers won't pay it.
Oh yeah, they
Bottom
care
line.
about like social media numbers and streaming numbers. My Spotify hates me. Apple Music loves me. Amazon Music on my side too, but Spotify, like it's I'm always battling with that stupid thing, but it matters. People care like what your fucking numbers are, and it's like, but I played like a show and did really well, but it doesn't matter because it's they're looking at statistics on a very small measure, and especially like Spotify, because there are so many other streaming platforms. I have a lot of fans that hate streaming that just buy physical copies of things, and that's what they use. So
Well,
Right.
what sucks is, everybody banks off of Spotify numbers, right? Because you can't look up the Apple numbers
yeah.
for, like other companies, or record labels. But then you have vehicles that are catered to Apple Play, Apple CarPlay, right? So you automatically, when you hook your phone up to your car, Apple Music right there. That hurts exponentially. Like, so your Spotify's it's not gonna do anything. And that
Yeah.
sucks because they go off of those numbers.
Yep. I've
Yeah.
had people tell me that I didn't get certain opportunities because my Spotify numbers, and I was
Yeah.
like, awesome.
I hear it
Great.
all the time. So bands, obviously, they're like, oh, we want to be signed. We want to be signed to a label. And I'm like, dude, I can put it out there for y'all, but if your numbers aren't there, they're absolutely not. And I've
Yeah.
had it happen.
And the thing too with the labels is they think that, yeah, the emoji, the there's no like real artist development, I think, in labels anymore. They want you to have all of the numbers, have everything done, have a finished product, and then they kind of like, we're like, all right, we can like help push this, which I understand because again, everything is money in a numbers game. But I feel like back in the day, people would sign an artist that they can kind of like mold and help kind of get them to the next level and kind of support them. But now it's like they will sign anyone on TikTok that has 1 million followers who might not have ever played a show in their entire life, or maybe has like a song out, but they have the following, so they'll sign them because they want to make the money. And then sometimes they'll play shows and they can't sell any tickets because the people that are following them either A, aren't, you know, gonna actually leave their house to go do something, or they follow them because they think, you know, they're funny or something like that. They don't really know they even play music. And I had a friend who worked for like a big label, and they had signed like a TikToker, and immediately regretted it because they couldn't, you know, commit. And I'm generalizing it. Of course, there are talented people that get signed through TikTok, but I'm saying when you solely rely on the numbers, sometimes you end up kind of biting yourself in the ass. Shooting yourself in the ass, biting yourself in the ass.
Biting yourself in the I like it.
Thanks.
Well, I kind of put it to the same way of like going out and getting a house loan, because back in the day you could have a much smaller credit score and still get a house and still get a loan. But nowadays you've got to have a super high credit score for them to even consider it. And it's the same thing with bands. It's like if you don't have those numbers and you aren't at a certain point, and like you said, it's already a ready-made product, you've already done all the work, you've done the groundwork, they won't touch you. And if they will touch you, they want you to buy on, and they want you to pay them. And then that's just more money out of your pocket. You're not really getting any kind of a return. There's no guarantee of any kind of return. And you're basically fucking yourself, because everything that they could do, you could do it for yourself with much different avenues and cheaper avenues. Now, granted, it's still going to cost you, but you're still in control, not them.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Kaylin, you're up.
So, what can you tell people what's next? Do we have any new music or new music videos coming up?
I'm working on new music, but I took a little bit of a break to kind of focus on the tour, and I do everything on my own, so I can't really multitask. So I have to like do one thing at a time.
Yeah.
And so I've been focusing on that, but once I come back from the festival, it's definitely just going to keep writing. Probably have another single out this year and then an EP next year, so it's just a matter of getting everything going, and hopefully more shows as well. But
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Sorry, CB, you're up, my friend.
All right. So, with music aside, what are some things that you like to do outside of that?
so I'm also a makeup artist, so I do
Okay.
like doing that. I think it's fun. I am still a dancer, so I used to, like I said, I did theater, so I started dancing since I was 3 years old. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten a chance to go to the city to take classes in a little while just because my schedule, but I've been taking a lot of virtual classes again, and this actually used to be my dance studio, which are like, those are all like mirrors on that side. During COVID, I converted this side to my studio, but so I will still take like virtual classes, so dancing, and I also trained in martial arts for a while as well, so Muay Thai is the fun little side thing.
Fantastic. So, everybody that's watching the show, you guys know that we play one of their music videos at the end. So, we're getting to the point where we are going to play that music video. But of course, I'm going to ask, the song that we have is The New Unknown. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about what the song is about and what went into the creation of the video?
Yeah. So The New Unknown, I wrote it because last year I went through a lot of changes in my life, like relationship changes, moved home. Like it was just everything all kind of hit. I even had some losses as well. So it was just like within about 2 months, this all hit. And I was just kind of like, oh shit. So everything I thought I had planned kind of went out the window. So the song is actually very literal. It is a new unknown. Like I don't know what the future is going to be now. But then I, instead of being scared about it, I was like, wait, this is actually kind of cool. Like I can do now whatever I want. Like I have the freedom to mold my life and go in whichever direction I want. So instead of being like kind of scared and nervous about the changes, I was like, this is actually really exciting and inspiring. So I was thinking in terms of like a visual, like the future and like futuristic, and it's kind of a literal adaptation of the song, but I was just thinking like I want to be in some cool place that no one's really seen before, and just like bright and like happy and exciting, but also kind of like creepy because I am still a little gothic, but yeah, so
Okay, fantastic. So on that, we're at that time, boys and girls. Please make sure that you go look up Alyxx on all your little favorite social media platforms. Go hit that follow button. If she's playing in an area near you, go check her out. I know a lot of you are going to Incarceration Upheaval. Go buy the damn tickets. Go. It's fucking worth it. I promise you. Go check it out. On that, here is the music video for The New Unknown. We love you guys, and we will see you again next Tuesday night with a new band. We love you guys. Thank you, Alyxx, for joining us.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Memories alone are all I have now, taking their final bow. I never thought this is where I would be found. I long for solid